G'day team, Mr. Minimalism here for a weekly training tip. Last week we touched on building the hip hinge. Today we're going to use some extensions of that, and today we're going to be focusing on how to maintain a vertical shin throughout your hip hinge pattern and also your kettlebell swing. Alright, common problems with when we learn the hip hinge pattern is people that are quad dominant like to involve their quads heavily through the movement. So that involves their knees coming forward and then their quads triggering the movement, like so. So we're going to use a dowel work here, and they want to squat down into the movement, letting their knees come forward. So what we want to ideally encourage is in the hip hinge pattern is a vertical shin to make sure you're optimally loading from the posterior chain, being the hammies and the glutes being the big driver of the movement. Okay, to ensure this happens, we're going to use our dowel again from our hip hinge building, and we're going to get a couple of kettlebells and place them roughly shoulder width apart just outside so we can place our feet up on the kettlebells. This will increase dorsiflexion of the ankle and encourage a strong vertical shin throughout the movement. And the idea is to use our catchwords like last week: chest fall, hips to the wall, and really try and maintain those shins in a vertical position for the movement. Okay, so feet go up on those kettlebells, 3 points of contact with the dowel, and we're just going to hip hinge nice and strong. See my shins stay vertical, soft knees still though, so the knees have a bit of travel, and pushing those hips to the wall and standing up. And rest. Okay, we're going to do about 5 to 10 repetitions of that, and then we're going to build it into our kettlebell swing. So we're going to skill the movement, and then we're going to drill it. Okay, so adding this to our kettlebell swing, our feet go back up onto the kettlebells, and we have a kettlebell of a relatively easy size we can swing with to do approximately about 5 to 10 reps to work that vertical shin in the movement again. Okay, be careful on your first swing up. The bell is going to encourage you to fall back off the bells you've got your feet up on. So resist the urge to fall back through the movement. Okay, here's a demo of maintaining a vertical shin through your kettlebell swing. Careful on the place down, guys. Nice deliberate movement. Shins vertical, hips to the wall, chest fall. Maintain that strong hip hinge pattern. Tune in next week for another weekly training tip, and don't forget, less is more.